Hey, now this is Vandalyn Smith, and I wanted to speak with you for a little bit about two of my favorite tools that I use. This is part of our cash flow manager, and this actual tool here that I have in front of you is called the Cash Flow Strategist. Cash Flow Strategist. What Cash Flow Strategist does is it gives you a plan of action for reaching your financial goals. So, say for instance, you're ready, you want to retire soon, and you know how much money that you would want to have during your retirement. So, this here is a program that allows you to plug in your numbers. So, we you saw that I hit the A, which is where you plug the numbers in. This is where you're going to process your information. So this is we're down here on part two, retirement freedom goal. So we go through the steps and the questions here. So you say, what's the least amount of monthly income you desire at retirement? So for this example, I put in $2,500. Okay. So the next question asks, what year at the latest do you plan to retire? So I put in that I was going to retire in year 2020. Okay. So number three asks, how much of your monthly retirement income do you expect to receive from Social Security, company paid pension plans? Now, this doesn't include your 401k, 403b, IRAs, CDs, etc. This is what you're going to get from your retirement income, where your Social Security from your job, or your pension from your job, or Social Security from the government. So you plug this number in here. And then number four asks you about your IRA, your mutual funds, 401k, etc. Then you place that money here in this box. Then on number five, it asks you, how much money do you currently invest monthly in long-term savings? Plug that here in this box. And then number six, it says, how much additional money monthly can you invest into long-term savings now? Plug that figure in for you, whatever is correct. Then number seven says, how much money do you have set aside for emergencies? And then it gives you a suggestion saying that you need at least 6 months of living expenses. So it's telling you right now that if you don't have at least 6 months of living expenses set aside for emergencies, you need to start trying to build that and create that account and put that money aside so that you would have it just in case something happens and you'll have that money to fall back on. Then number eight, do you feel you currently have a plan in place to accomplish your retirement goal in your desired time frame? So, this is your information. So be honest with yourself. For me, the answer was no. So on that number two, this is what we're processing is the retirement freedom goal. So we're going to go down, and I'm going to skip number three and number four for right now, because what we're going to do is we're going to process the information that we plugged into here, and it's going to tell us how long it's going to take for us to achieve the goal that we're trying to reach. It's going to tell us how much money and how much time we're going to need to reach our retirement freedom goal, which is for me to $2,500 a month. So I'm going to go scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I'm going to save changes, and I'm going to display. What? So I'm going to save the changes, and we're going to go back to the beginning where we started out, and we're going to hit C. And this is where we filled in our information. And down here at the bottom, it's going to show us what we currently have. And here are the years. We're starting at year 2015. And this is what we had in our existing portfolio. And it's taking the information that we had, that we plugged in at the top. And this is the projected investment value of 8% annual rate of return. So basically, this is telling us that, you see, from year 2015. So we're going to get down here, and it says year 2022, I have achieved financial freedom. Because the money that I said that I needed, which was the $2,500 a month, is actually what I need is a total of $243,000, or $243,893.58 is what I need to achieve that amount. I need to have this money, or I need to fund this additional money to put into an investment account. I need to have this money set aside, because the total of it is $375,000 right here. This is the total that I would need to have to achieve my $2,500 a month. So with what I already have, I need to make up that difference, and I need to put an additional $243,893.58 into an investment account. And this is all done at a rate of return of 8%. The reason why I'm showing you this is because a lot of times people don't know what they need to retire on. They just kind of shoot around in the dark, and they don't have a goal in place, and they don't have an action plan in place on how to achieve their financial freedom goal. And this tool gives you a strategy, and it gives you a plan of action, and gives you a snapshot on where you need to be depending on what you want to have. So, you plug in your numbers for what you need and what you want to retire on. And you know what you have in the bank. You know what type of money you've been saving, and you know where you're falling short. So once you view this information and you see that you are falling short of your goal, you may want to come up with a plan of action on how you're going to make up the difference. Or you might have to increase your retirement freedom year. So at least with the snapshot in place, you'll have an idea, and you're not shooting around in the dark and wondering if you're going to have enough money to retire on, or enough money to live on once you retire. I just want to share this tool with you. I find this very, very valuable. And I'm always in here playing around with it and changing and tweaking things as I grow my money and my investments. And there's a lot of different things a lot of different components that are a part of this cash flow strategist, like the debt elimination, and it gives you a strategy on how to set up your debt and how to pay off your debt in a shorter amount of time. This is the strategist. It shows you how to do that. It shows you how to pay off your debt, apply the strategies to pay off your debt in a shorter amount of time. And but my main part that I wanted to show you was the retirement freedom goal and the numbers that you can plug in here. I just feel like it's very important that, if you want to retire and have something to live off of, you should know what your goals are or what you're working towards, so that you would not be surprised once you retire and then find out that you have to go find another job once you retire. So I just wanted to share this little tidbit with you, and I hope that you receive some value from it. If you would like more information on this cash flow strategist, check the link below this video, and I'll share with you more information. This is Vandalyn Smith signing out. Have a good evening.